Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Haniifatul Adzra. My student number is 1910732009. In this video, I will explain my understanding on the topic 9 and topic 10, which is the discourse and conversation 1 and 2. And then first, I will explain the topic 9 and focus explaining on some point. The first point is definition of conversation analysis. And then what is conversation analysis? Conversation analysis is an approach to the analysis of spoken discourse that looks at the way in which people manage their everyday conversational interactions. It is examines how spoken discourse is organized and developed. A speaker carry out these interactions, and then conversation analysis has examined aspects of spoken discourse such as sequence of related utterance, uh, or it is called agency pairs, and then it also examines the preference organization, turn taking, feedback, repair, and also conversational openings and closing. And the last is discourse markers and response token. And then the next point is the history of conversation analysis. Conversation analysis was developed in the early 1960s in California, and then three Harvey Sachs and Emmanuel Shigloff were graduate students in the sociology department of the University of California at Berkeley, where Goffman was teaching. Goffman had developed a rather distinctive personal style of sociological analysis based on observation of people in interaction, but it is oriented to the construction of a system of conceptual distinctions. And then the next point is basic conversation analysis principles, and then or we can call a core assumptions. A basic assumption of conversation is that uh, talk in interaction is important in social life, and then both at the level of everyday concern and at the level of society at large. And it doesn't take much effort of observation and reflection to conclude that talking together is the basic to the social life of humans. And then that's all for the topic 9. So let's move on to the topic 10. First, I will explain the key concepts in conversation analysis. Conversation analysis originated in the early 1960s at the University of California, Los Angeles, and then it has its origins in the ethnomethodological tradition of sociology, and in particular the work of Garfin, Keel, and Goffman. And then conversation analysis started with the examination of telephone calls made to the Los Angeles Suicide Prevention Center. And then, the next point is transcription convention. In conversation analysis, the transcription of the data is also the analysis, like the text that recorded, such as tape or video. It can be analyzed at the same time as they are transcribed. And then uh, if a particular feature such as the use of increased pitch, or particular sequence of utterance becomes apparent in the analysis, this then becomes the starting point for further analysis. And then A particular transcription convention are used in conversation analysis. And then the transcription convention that are used in the analysis are based on the work of Jefferson. And they are shown as a key to the analysis at the end of the conversation. And then the next point is turn taking. Conversation analysis has examined how people take and manage turn in spoken interaction. And then the basic rule in English conversation is that one speaker speaks at the time, after which they may nominate another speaker, or another speaker may take up the turn without being nominated. This is based on the work of Sachs, Shigloff, and Jefferson. And then the next point is agency pairs. Agency pairs are a fundamental unit of conversation organization and a key way in which meanings are communicated and interpreted in conversation. And then agency pairs are utterances produced by two successive speakers in a way that the second utterance is identified as related to the first one as an expected follow-up to that utterance. And then uh, the next point is preference organization. The basic rule for agency pairs then is when a speaker produces a first pair part, they should stop talking and allow the other speakers to produce a second pair part. And then there is a certain amount of freedom in responding to some first pair parts. For example, a compliment can be followed by accept or reject. Some second pair parts may be preferred and other may be dispreferred. And then the last is repair. An important strategy of speakers use in spoken discourse is what is termed repair. Uh, or in a simple way, it is called repair. And then the way speakers correct things they are someone else say that someone else said, and check what they have understand in conversation. And then repair is often done often done through self repair and other repair. So that's all my explanation. uh, I'm sorry for all of my mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.